I told women to leave their husbands, and men on the internet lost their shit about it and mass reported my TikTok account and had it taken down. But I'm back, so it's zero to male fragility, and I'm actually just here to double down. This Christmas, the best gift that you can give yourself is the gift of leaving your husband or boyfriend. And before anyone comes for me, women in happy relationships with men do not leave. I am not speaking to those women. Those women aren't watching my content. The only women who are finding my content are women who are not happy. These are women who have spent weeks, months, or even years deliberating over whether to leave. It is only seen as an acceptable thing for a woman to leave if a man is horrible, abusive, if he cheats. But if he's a good man, if he really loves you, then why are you leaving? But the reality is, it doesn't matter how much everyone else likes this man. It doesn't even matter how much this man loves you and how good he is. If every night you go to bed staring at the ceiling, feeling dead inside, feeling lonely, feeling checked out, if you recoil from being touched by your partner, if you go into autopilot mode to be able to have physical intimacy with them, none of the other stuff matters. The other people concerned, they're not the ones who have to live your life. You are the one who has to live your life. The only reason I made that video is because from all the women I was working with as a sexuality and relationship coach, I started noticing a pattern. Every woman I saw was in some way, shape, or form seeking permission to be able to step into her truth. So I'm going to tell you the same thing that I tell all of my coaching clients. If this situation were reversed, if it was your male partner who was in this position, if tomorrow morning he were to wake up and he were to realize that he was just not happy in the relationship, he was bored, checked out, he didn't want to have physical intimacy with you, he was recoiling at your touch, and he was fantasizing about other women, do you think he would deliberate over it for weeks, months, or years? Do you think he would hold multiple focus groups with his friends? Or do you think he would just leave? I think we all know what the answer is, because we teach men that they are allowed to pursue their joy, but we teach women that pursuing our joy is innately selfish. The ultimate signifier of womanhood is self-sacrifice. It's people-pleasing. And that's how we get the tick of approval. Women who find me have already done this for years or decades, lived this life of quiet misery, and they are at breaking point. Even at breaking point, they still feel that they need permission to leave, because he is a good man and he will be hurt. I can't sugarcoat this for you, and I don't sugarcoat this in my coaching sessions. Yes, he probably will be hurt, but as much as the man on the internet who reported the last video I made about this would like to believe, I'm not saying this to you to try to destroy or hurt men. I'm saying it because whatever pain that he has to go through by you leaving him, it will be so much worse by you staying. Because every day that you stay, you are also denying him the right to have a partner who he can have that true connection and passion with. As long as you stay in the relationship, he won't be able to access that. And you also will slowly start to feel more resentful and more bitter, and it will fester, and you will end up taking it out on him. Don't let it get to that point where it's toxic. You also deserve to be in a relationship where you feel desire for someone. And yes, of course, it is completely normal for the passion to fade, for affection to come and go. But it is not healthy or normal to actually cringe away from your partner's touch, to see physical intimacy as a kind of chore, as something that you have to get over with. That is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to feel really, really good. Like most of the time, maybe not all of the time, but like 90% of the time, you should walk away from physical intimacy feeling more whole, not more empty inside, not more dead inside. And both of you deserve to feel that. You are allowed to step into your truth. This Christmas, please do not fall into the trap that so many women do during the holiday season and spend your time running around, exhausting your physical, mental, and emotional energy, and also your finances, trying to fill up other people's cups so they can feel joy. Give yourself that joy. Invest in you. Do the thing that you have been brainwashed to believe your whole life is selfish. You don't need anyone to approve of this. The only reason it makes people uncomfortable is because when someone steps out of their miserable little box, it makes everyone else who's in their own miserable little box have to confront it. And they often don't have the bravery and courage to step outside of it. And so they find it threatening to see someone else do it. but that is not a reason to stay miserable. If you want support, you can hit the link in my bio and book in a coaching session with me. If you want to do the work at home of finding yourself, discovering your sexuality, you can also hit the link in my bio for my resource, Authentic Attraction. But regardless of what you do, pour into your own cup this holiday season. Merry Christmas to everyone except fragile men. Mwah.